The topic we're going to discuss today is what ruined your marriage. And when Phyllis brought this to me, I was like, oh my gosh, what didn't I do, right? So I just have a long laundry list. Hello everyone, this is Savanh and welcome to Unleash Your Marriage channel. And this beautiful soul right next to me is my beautiful wife, my angel, my queen, also my business partner, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi everyone, thank you for such a long introduction. You make me feel so loved right now.
Yes, well, when you love and are passionate about somebody, it's kind of like a work of art. You know, you got to describe it like it's a beautiful painting, right? Worth millions of dollars. So
thank you.
We just wanted to welcome everybody to our channel today. And the topic we're gonna discuss today is what ruined your marriage. And when Phyllis brought this to me, I was like, oh my gosh, what didn't I do, right? So I just have a long laundry list, which we'll share with you our list, and Phyllis has her list too as well. But this is a very interesting topic because this topic is really designed to help you avoid mistakes, which is ultimately as we share our mistakes, hopefully you can take them and say, man, am I doing this in my marriage or not? And help you avoid any type of crisis in your relationship as well.
That's beautiful. And also, don't forget to subscribe, like or follow us, because we are committed to help fix marriages, especially when you are in business with your partner too. There's a lot of tips and tricks and secrets that we're going to be sharing with you so that you can turn your marriage around and get what we get, which is love and passion, and live a fulfilled, happy life.
Yes, yes, yes. And the topic we're going to discuss about today is happiness, right? Happiness is so vital. You know, look, as human beings, as people, individually or as a couple, even if you're in business, happiness is really the measurement of a fulfilled life. If you're happy, that means you're making progress. And have you ever came home, for example, and I've done this where I've come home, life is already stressful as it is, right? There's a lot of things coming at us. We run multiple companies. We've been entrepreneurs here for 15 years. And we got everything from payroll to employees to clients, right? Products and services, technology, so many things coming at us every single day, emails, social media. I mean, there's just so many things. There's so many to-dos. And, the one thing that really can get you out of that state as things come at you is really happiness, right? Because when you're happy, when you are abundantly happy, then the anger, the fear, all those things coming at you really don't mean you can shield them, much more. Your armor's a lot more stronger when you're just naturally a happy person. So, what about you? Have you come home and you're like, man, I really wish, to come home and I had this stressful day and hopefully my wife cheers me up or my children cheers me up or something external, an external force does it to you, and hopefully that'll light me up and get me into this this beautiful state of happiness. And just to come home and to be disappointed, right? Your wife doesn't do it or your children doesn't do it or something, you're hoping, or something external, something good comes at you today, right now, as soon as you get home or on the way home, so that you can be happy again. I'm pretty sure you have felt that. I know I have as well, and I know Phyllis has as well. And that's what we're gonna basically help you make this shift today, that happiness is really an internal game, right? It's a spiritual internal game that only you can pull it out. Really, nothing external can affect you. Really, if you're internally happy, you're gonna affect everything else externally in your life, including your relationship and yourself as well. So I'm going to share with you 2 tips here about it. My 2 tips are how to be happy and some of the things that I do, and then how to stay happy as well. So, I used to come home in terms of happiness. I would, rely on, really to see how my happiness was really affected based on how Phyllis was, how happy she was or not. So I would come home, and if she's happy, then I'm happy. And if she's not, then I'm not. So as you can see, this can cause a lot of problems as well. So what about you, Phyllis? What's your view of happiness in our marriage?
My view of happiness is exactly what Cease just said. a lot of time we just really depending on each other, hey, are you happy today? If you're happy, I'm happy. If you're not happy, I'm not happy. And we just don't know how to control our own happiness. And we just thought that, that's just how it's supposed to be, until, again, when we were, putting a break on our marriage, and have and very determined to find out what is going on with our life. Since we can always troubleshoot with our business, why can't we troubleshoot our marriage? We just didn't focus on it. And as soon as we focus on that, we realized that, wow, there's so much things that we could have done to get this juicy relationship going, this juicy marriage going, and we just don't know how. And this is the reason why we're creating this series for you, so that way you can watch every single one of them and relate to us and communicate with us and see whether, you're echoing with us or not, on all these, what didn't we do, what ruined our marriage, and create an echo together with us.
Yes, totally. Yeah. So it was such a vicious cycle, right? I would come home if I'm stressed or something was affecting me that day and I'm not happy. I would come home to see if she's happy, because then if she's happy, then I'm happy, right? And then for her, I would come home, and if she wasn't happy, she was like, I hope he comes home. He's supposed to make me happy, right? As you can see where that can become a huge problem. So we brought happiness really for the both of us. We have brought it internal now. So that we can affect the external. So here's how I do it. So the first tip I have is how to be happy. So I do this exercise called priming, right? Daily, 15, 20 minutes at a time. And the priming exercise is kind of like, I'll share with you a story. There was two actors that went out one day, and one held a hot coffee, and one brought a cold coffee, right? And they all approached 100 people, and they gave, before they, they said, hey, could you hold this cup for me? And they would go and like tie their shoes, and the person would hold their cup of coffee, 100 people. And then about 15 minutes later, they would go around to the same 100 people and then ask them to read a story. And when they read the story, they would read how the main character in the story would say, and then they would ask, what do you think of the main character? Well, the person the 100 people that held the cold coffee, felt that it was the same story as well, felt that the main character was cold and evil. And then the people that held the warm coffee felt that the main character was warm and gentle. So, but it was the same story. So priming is that. Priming is basically getting you into a state, priming you to get you ready for the day. Just like they were priming these people to hold cold and hot coffee to read that story, which both of them viewed the character totally different, even though it's the same story. So how I do that is this: 10 to 15 minutes. I prime. I do this breathing exercise, and I spend, 2 minutes each on things I'm grateful for. There's three times I do this. 3 things I'm grateful for, a couple minutes on it, what I'm grateful for. And then I also look at blessings. I pray in terms of what I need to receive. And then I also pray in terms of giving out love, showering love to people around me, the people I love, including the world. Right? Everybody from our governmental leaders to people in the world that are suffering, my family, I mean, everybody, close to me and external. So that's how I basically am happy. And then I look at things that I want to accomplish in life, the 3 things that I look at in terms of successes, right? So that is what I do every single day, about 15, 20 minutes max of your time every day. And that primes me to be happy. So that's one of the things that I do to be happy. Phyllis? What are your 2 tips?
So my 1 tip is, just be happy. I think it's very direct in that, where your focus go, your energy flow. You just have to feel focused on what are you grateful for, every single day. I wake up, I look at my husband, I look at my children, and I'm just shower myself with happiness and with gratefulness. I just like, wow, my children are so beautiful. They have, very healthy. They have their eyes, hands, arms, right? My husband every morning make me juice, water, lemon water, and a celery juice. We do a lot of cleanse, and I'm just so happy because not every husband will do things that this husband is going to do for me, right? Not every children in this world are healthy like my children would be. I still have a roof over my head. So every day I just focus on what is the thing that I have that other people don't have, and my heart is just filling with gratefulness and happiness that, wow, I live better with than a lot of other people, and God gave me a lot, so I should be grateful. And with the gratefulness in mind, in heart, in soul, I just automatically become happy.
Awesome. And then that's beautiful. And then my second tip is how to stay happy. And how to stay happy is, we call this a beautiful state. And this is one of the things that when I went to UPW and learned from Tony, we're part of the Tony Robbins community, and he talks about this beautiful state. And, it was so powerful to learn. It was, even though it's something so simple that, you are in full control of your happiness and your state. And there's things that come at us every single day, right? You can just like Phil said, if you focus on that, that's where your energy goes. So a beautiful state is exactly that. So the thing that comes at you, I do this 90-second rule, right? Where I deal with it, I think about it, it happened. Look, I can't control it, I can't change it. The only thing I can change is how I react to it, right? So I basically take myself from that state, low energy state, to a beautiful state. And then now I can solve that problem a lot, quicker, faster, more efficient. I can solve it better, whether it's my personal relationship or my business, my children, my employees, it just doesn't matter. So how to stay happy is really just choosing to be in a beautiful state and choosing to, master how you react to things that come your way and how you react to life. So that's how I stay happy.
That's beautiful. And so for my second tip, I was thinking, man, there's so many good tips that I can share with you, right? I really do not want to only give you two, but with the time limit, I think my second, tip for you is, turn your expectation to appreciation. I think a lot of time the reason why we are miserable or we are upset is because we have expectation, right? Hey, we expect that, the husband is gonna, the wife is gonna make breakfast, right? But I'm really horrible cook. I expect my husband to put gas in my tank, right? I expect, my husband come home, bringing me a bouquet of flowers, right? And then obviously when all these expectation was not fulfilled, then you get upset. Oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Then you start stacking them, and then you just get into the mode of, man, what am I getting myself into? This is ruining my marriage. This is not the marriage I'm looking for. However, if you don't have any expectation, then when they bring home the bouquet, when they cook for you, when they do something extra for you, you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. This is bonus, right? Because there's no expectation. So then these are all bonuses. Wow, he's putting gas in my gas tank without me asking for it, right? Wow, he's buying me a bouquet of flowers because he wanted to show me his love and passion for me. Because, but the real key is because I now do not have any expectation for my husband. So everything that he is doing for me become appreciation, because I realize that he's going above and beyond for me. He does not have to do all these things because, hey, the ring is already on the finger. So he doesn't have to do anything, right? But all these things that he's doing is not because he have to, is because he wants to. It's not because I ask him to do it, because he wants to do it out from his heart. And because of that, it just made me feel so good, love and bubbly inside that, and just automatically make me happy.
Awesome. So again, to recap on our two tips, my two tips is obviously priming, right? That's how to be happy. I prime every single day, get myself ready for the day, anything that comes my way. And then my second tip is choose to be in a beautiful state of mind, which is how I stay happy. So Phyllis, you want to recap on yours?
Yes, mine is obviously, be happy, focus on what you have instead of what you don't have, be grateful for it. And the second tip is obviously, turn off your expectation, and turn on your appreciation. So if you don't have expectation, everything that you're getting, obviously is bonus, and thus you're appreciating everything that we have.
Awesome. Again, guys, thank you very much for listening. Again, subscribe to our channel, like our channel, like our video, as well as comment if there's anything that really hit home here. And if there's anything that you want to learn and you want us to share with you, no problem. Just comment it and we'll create a video on it. And, our goal is to add massive value to you and impact your life. And we're going to do it through our actions. We don't just speak it. Okay. So thank you very much, guys, for listening.
Yes. And one last thing, if you have any tip on how you make yourself happy, comment below, let us know, because we would love to learn from you too. Okay. So have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.